But what we're not going to do is act like I wasn't Teyana Taylor before I got with Iman Shumpert. Iman Shumpert was not even in the NBA when I was Teyana Taylor. What are we talking about? Let's be clear. What if I want to get my back blown out in peace? You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old? That's a year old, y'all. Let's be fucking for real. Let's be real.
Ladies and gentlemen, the truth about Iman Shumpert and Teyana Taylor will shock you. Everyone who's been doing videos on the alleged divorce between these two, they're all wrong because they wanted to be first to get your attention. I'm going to reveal to you what really happened, but you got to brace yourself for the truth because we certainly live in the Matrix. First, let's hear again what Teyana Taylor had to say.
And I'm like just so irritated because I didn't want none of this to come out from the beginning. So when people saying, for everybody that's saying, oh, well, this is y'all celebrities, this is what come with it. No divorce stuff is private. It can absolutely stay private if you're allowed to stay private. I'm going to give you one even better. We went to mediation that he did not show up to. Mediation avoids you from going to court. Sorry, my phone's dying. Mediation is for you to figure it out before you even have to take it to court. I'm not negotiating nothing. I don't want to da-da-da-da, boom, 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 boom. Now we got to go to court. Cool. We'll go to court because we can't figure it out. He won't show up to mediation. I'm stuck paying for that. Bet. Cool. We got to go to court. My biggest mistake, but something that I don't regret, was giving him the amount of grace that I gave him because it only backfired on me. It only backfired on me because I gave a man grace who didn't give it back. So for y'all sitting there saying she want to see the father of her children in jail, I never said that. But most importantly, as the mother of his children, I told him I didn't feel safe. Niggas is saying, yeah, because if I was Trump, I would have off that bitch. She would have to take her to see the king. And I'm literally getting threats by grown men. By grown men. And I'm literally going to my ex-husband. Keep in mind, me and Iman are on good terms. I didn't even know we was beefing. So I hit him on some like, hey, baby daddy, what's going on? Like, yo, like, people was putting out these blogs. And then, you know, somebody's kind of sending me a little bit of proof that you're paying to ship this stuff around to promote and help trend your name. Like, you know, I'm like, but I don't want to believe that it's you because we're in such a great space. Like, I got love for you for real, for real. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I got love for you for real, for real. So I just like want to know if you could like stand up for me because I mean, I feel like I've been standing up for you. For you to say I've been protecting you by staying silent, that's so like passive aggressive and like, what you trying to say? You protecting me by staying silent? You're protecting me by making me look like I took everything from you? But what we're not going to do is act like I wasn't Teyana Taylor before I got with Iman Shumpert. Iman Shumpert was not even in the NBA when I was Teyana Taylor. What are we talking about? Let's be clear. What if I want to get my back blown out in peace? You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old? That's a year old, y'all. Let's be fucking for real. Let's be real.
See, Iman Shumpert was a below average basketball player. In his career, he was injured a lot, and he only averaged 7 points for his career. Teyana Taylor, however, was already in the music industry, and allegedly she was a call girl, and she was also a stripper for nightclubs before she was introduced to guys like P. Diddy, DJ Khaled, Kanye West, Jay-Z, Fat Joe, Meek Mill, and a host of Caucasian men who had ties to the industry and flew her out for sexual favors. So she had been run through many years before she met Iman Shumpert. Please note that Teyana, she also fits the Aaliyah archetype, and I believe that's why she was chosen to rub elbows with a lot of dudes in the music industry. This image here is very old, but this man allegedly was in the nightclubs and knew Teyana Taylor ever since she was underage. Okay, and this guy had initial ties to music executives. So for many years, Teyana was in the loop. She knew Kyrie Irving before Iman Shumpert was even drafted. So what's really going on here? Before I continue, make sure you click that subscribe button, share and like the videos to support truth. Now, in this photo, Iman Shumpert is purposely covering his right eye with a champagne glass, conveying to you the all-seeing eye, which means he's a Luciferian. Okay, one eye is opened because that's the life he lives that is presented to the viewer on television. But he has a more sinister, secret life that he lives in the shadows, but he can't dare tell the secrets. Also, he's wearing the leopard print suit jacket, which traditionally means he's exploited on the casting couch. So it was Teyana Taylor who likely brought him into certain circles he could never get into because Iman Shumpert wanted to establish his rap career. Teyana has always wore the leopard print. She's always hugged up with a different guy because she is always exploited in the bedroom. See, she was never married to Iman Shumpert. Now, I know that's going to shock a lot of you. You say, well, they told us they were married and they got a divorce. Well, that's what they told you. Okay, the truth is that they're running a real life Hollywood script. Okay, and it's all playing out on Instagram. Teyana Taylor, she goes to Megalia. She wears the moon dress. She's wearing an outfit with the moon on it. Okay, and the image of the moon is replicated on this outfit. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, she takes all these different photos with celebrities on the black and white Masonic checkerboard. Okay, Taylor and Iman Shumpert, they're both wearing their Thunderbolt jackets. Okay, because Lucifer fell like lightning and they're Luciferians. Okay, Teyana Taylor sounds similar to Breonna Taylor. Okay, Breonna Taylor, her death at the hands of the police many years ago. Okay, 5 years before the alleged demise of Breonna Taylor, Teyana Taylor wore the exact same hairstyle as Breonna Taylor. Okay, and they share a remarkable resemblance where they could easily pass for being sisters. Is this a coincidence? Was it predictive programming? Some people even suggested that Sandra Bland and Sonia Massey are the same person. Okay, what's the purpose of these staged Hollywood sets? Why would the mainstream media tell you Sonia Massey, Sandra Bland, and Breonna Taylor suffered a tragic fate when they're somewhere walking amongst the populations? See, they work overtime to cast a spell over the people to redirect or misdirect their purpose and morality. For example, many married women will hear Teyana vent about why she divorced her husband, and all of a sudden that evil spirit is transferred onto these women, and within weeks, they're ready to file for divorce from their husbands. Okay, this is why they pay Beyonce millions and Jill Scott and all of these celebrities, even Angie Stone. Okay, they pay them the millions so that they can cast a spell on the women. And these are things that were not tolerated in a patriarchal kingdom. Okay, immediately when a witch was discovered and she was trying to cast a spell on the nations, they would bring that witch before Moses and Aaron and before the priesthood and the elders, and they would stone her to death. Okay, so when we're talking about polygyny and when we're talking about these end times, it's going to get far worse than what it has been in past years. Okay, women are going to become more and more promiscuous because that evil spirit is being cast on the earth. And God said, because lawlessness abounds, the love of many will wax cold. All right, so the reason why I'm telling you about this is because when the grid shut down, you'll see many women like Teyana Taylor going up to simple men and saying to them, hey, you want to sleep with me? Just feed me. Because the banks will be collapsed. The banks will be worth nothing. The money will be worth nothing. Okay. All that will be worth something is capital goods. That means what you consume in your body to keep this body alive. Okay, you'll see much, much lawlessness far beyond your human imagination. The Bible prophesies about these things. That's why the devil uses women like Teyana Taylor to cast a spell on the women in the earth so that they will not be fruitful and be wives to their husbands. Okay, I certainly believe that this divorce between her and Iman Shumpert allegedly was a Hollywood set. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.